evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Mary Borchardt, and I will be the MC for the ceremonies this evening. And I'd like to welcome our chair, Dr. Jennifer McGuah, to come and do our welcome. Please welcome.
Well, good evening, everybody. Honored inductees, family friends, family members. Welcome. We're so excited to celebrate these individuals this evening. I'd like to begin by recognizing some distinguished guests that we have with us. Our Vice President and Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Jonda Halcomb. Our Dean of Business, Entrepreneurship, and Health Sciences, Dr. Jennifer Schromick. So again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this very special occasion as we celebrate the induction of our newest members into the Nursing Honor Society. Nursing is a profession built on knowledge, skill, compassion, integrity, and service. Your induction into the Honor Society reflects not only your accomplished academics, but that you've demonstrated that you are ready to become lifelong scholars of nursing. You've demonstrated that excellence is a choice, and your academic accolades are the result of repeated choices that you've made, such as showing up, studying when it was difficult, asking questions, seeking feedback, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. Induction is a belonging, and tonight you're joining a community of nurses and scholars who share a commitment to advising the profession. Induction carries a responsibility. It isn't simply an award, but instead represents an expectation that members will continue to demonstrate excellence and contribute to the profession through scholarship, leadership, and mentorship. Induction is a beginning, not an ending. Your academic achievement brought you to this moment tonight, but induction opens a new chapter in your professional journey, so my wish is that you will embrace the future possibilities, because they're endless. As you move forward in your nursing careers, I encourage you to remember that excellence in nursing is not achieved alone. Great nurses are a part of great teams. Effective communication, mutual respect, collaboration, and willingness to support one another are essential to providing safe and compassionate care. Keep awareness of the important role you play with the healthcare team. Your knowledge, your voice, and your actions, and your commitment matter. You have the opportunity to become not only excellent nurses, but the very leaders who will inspire others. Take pride in this accomplishment. You've earned this recognition through your hard work and dedication. On behalf of the nursing faculty and administration, congratulations to each of you. We are proud of you, we believe in your potential, and we look forward to seeing the impact you will make in the nursing profession. Welcome and congratulations to our newest society inductees.
Thank you, Dr. McGuah. So this evening we are honoring our inductees, and I'm going to provide a little history about the Alpha Delta Nu Honor Society. And it is the organization of associate degree nursing, ODIN, that started to create the Alpha Delta Nu to highlight and honor student scholarship and academic excellence in the nursing profession. The mission of Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society is to recognize academic excellence of students in the study of associate degree nursing. The society encourages the pursuit of advanced degrees in the profession of nursing, as well as continuing education as a lifelong professional responsibility. Currently, there are 16 community colleges in the state of Texas with honor societies. We had our first induction ceremony in the year 2015 with 6 inductees, and the number of our inductees grows every semester. Del Mar College is proud that our graduates remain local and have become leaders in our community and local hospitals and healthcare organizations. The Gamma Phi chapter is proud to recognize the hard work our students bring to our community, demonstrating their leadership and zeal to continue to obtain higher education goals and provide high-quality healthcare to the community they will serve. The Alpha Delta Nu Gamma Phi chapter's advisors wish to thank you for your continued support in helping our students reach their goals. Now I would like to ask our student speaker, Ms. Renetta Smith, to come up and do her speech.
Okay, good evening, everyone. To the friends, family, faculty, and fellow honors graduates, my name is Renetta Smith, and I have the proud honor and pleasure of representing the honors students today. So I'll admit with you now, so you're not wondering, I am experiencing a little tachycardia and tachypnea, so bear with me. If you know, you know. So this journey was never just about nursing school. It was about showing up as mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, caregivers, and leaders, while still trying to hold on to ourselves in the process. To every reason we made it to this room today, this moment is for you. Because when we look around this room, we are not just looking at graduates. We're looking at resilience, courage, sacrifice. We're looking at the future of healthcare. Every time we walk into a patient's room, we don't walk in alone. We carry the RN title with us, and that title carries generations of hard work, dedication, and prayer behind it. Somebody prayed us here. Somebody sacrificed so we could stand here. And now we are the ones who get to carry that forward. This moment is bigger than us. We now are the example for those who come after us. We hold the door open. We become proof that someone who comes from where we come from, someone who carries the same struggles we carried, can still make it here, can still pin that badge over their heart and mean it. To my fellow honors students, I am so proud of every single one of you. We came from different walks of life with our own stories, our own backgrounds, our own battles, all pulling us towards one common goal. I am not proud of you just because you made it here. I'm proud of you because I know what it took to get here. The countless sleepless nights, the hours buried in study guides, the days we felt like giving up and didn't say it out loud, the struggles we carried quietly because somebody always needed us to be strong. Nursing school didn't just test our intelligence, it tested our resilience. It tested who we were when nobody was watching, the coffee had run out, and the care plan still wasn't finished. And somewhere in the middle of all that, we found each other. We built lifelong friendships and study groups that turned into support groups. In 2 a.m. panic text that started with, "Wait, can you explain this?" and ended up with, "We've got this, I promise." In last-minute pep talks in parking lots before exams, in whispered prayers before clinicals, in the friendship that only gets forged when you've seen each other at your most exhausted and your most determined. We held each other up through the semesters that nearly broke us. We celebrated each other's wins like they were our own, because in a way they were. Every one of us passing was a little bit of proof that we all could. We showed up for each other's hardest days, each other's breakdowns in the bathrooms between classes, and each other's breakthroughs when it all finally clicked. I think about everyone who isn't standing in this room with us today, but who carried us here anyway. The family members who learned to whisper because we were sleeping off a night of studying, who ate dinner alone more nights than they probably wanted to, who believed in us on the days we didn't believe in ourselves. the friends who stopped expecting us to answer the phone and loved us anyway. For some, it was children watching study at the kitchen table, learning without ever meaning to teach it, what it looks like to chase something hard and not quit. And I think about our faculty, the ones who didn't just teach us dosage calculations and pathophysiology, but who saw us, who pushed us because they believed we could handle being pushed, who reminded us on days we felt like an imposter in scrubs that we belong here. Thank you for not just building nurses, but for building us into the kind of nurses someone will remember what it felt like to be scared and new, and who will pass that patience on to someone else one day. So today, when we walk across the stage and receive this pin, I want us to remember that what it actually represents. It's not just an award for the grades we made, it's a symbol of every early morning, every late night, every moment we chose to keep going when quitting would have been so much easier. It's a symbol to the family, friends, and faculty who refuse to let us quit even when we try to talk ourselves into it. So to my fellow honors graduates, we didn't just meet the standard, we chased something higher even when we were running on empty. That says something about who we are, and it says even more about who we're about to become. So wear this pin with pride, wear it for the nights you didn't think you'd make it to the morning, wear it for the people who prayed you through this program by name, wear it for the patients you haven't met yet and who are going to be so lucky to have you. We made it here together, and I have no doubt we're going to do extraordinary things out there together too. Thank you.
Thank you, Renetta. Next, we will have our presentation of the capstone project, and our student Minerva Tillman will be presenting that.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, family, friends, and my fellow inductees. As part of the requirements for induction into the Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society, we were asked to participate in 2 community outreach projects that reflected the values of nursing. What started as a requirement quickly became one of the most meaningful parts of our journey. These projects gave us the opportunity to represent the Del Mar College Nursing Department, connect with our community, and hopefully inspire the next generation of healthcare professionals. Our first project took us to Martin Middle School's career fair. We wanted to make nursing exciting, to make it interactive, and to make it memorable. Instead of simply talking about nursing, we let the students experience it. They learned CPR on adult and infant mannequins, participated in PPE relay races to see who could correctly put on PPE the quickest. I think that most of them were actually more competitive during that than they were in PE or after-school sports. It was actually pretty funny to watch. Some of them were so competitive and they just laughed, and that was really enjoyable to watch as well. But beneath the laughter, there was something much more important. We wanted these students to understand that nursing is so much more than what you see in the movies or on television. Nurses don't just stand beside a hospital bed or hand instruments to a physician. Nursing is one of the most diverse professions in healthcare. There are flight nurses transporting critically ill patients by helicopter, forensic nurses caring for victims of violence, school nurses helping children thrive, public health nurses improving the health of entire communities, legal nurse consultants working with attorneys, research nurses helping discover new treatments, informatics nurses designing and improving healthcare technology, and the list goes on. There truly is a place for everyone and every passion in nursing. Our second project gave us the opportunity to represent the Del Mar College Nursing Department at Discover Del Mar, where prospective students explored academic programs and career pathways while speaking with faculty and student representatives. We shared our experiences as nurses, answered questions about our program, and encouraged students who may have never considered nursing as a career to imagine themselves wearing the same uniform one day. The purpose of both projects was simple: to plant seeds. Not every student we met will become a nurse, and that's okay. But maybe one of them will remember learning CPR, and maybe someday they'll save a life. Maybe another will remember meeting a group of nursing students who believed in them and decided that college and nursing is within their reach too. These experiences also taught us something about ourselves. We learned that nursing doesn't just begin when a patient walks into a hospital. It begins with education. It begins with service. It begins with encouraging others and giving back to our communities. Sometimes the greatest impact we make isn't through a medication we administer or a procedure we perform. Sometimes it's through a conversation that changes the direction of someone else's future. Tonight, as we are inducted into the Alpha Delta Nu Honors Society, we celebrate academic excellence, leadership, scholarship, and service. But tomorrow and every day after, we have another responsibility: to continue planting seeds. Whether we are caring for a patient, mentoring a student, educating a family, or simply showing kindness, we never know whose life we might influence. Because nursing isn't just a profession, it is a calling. It is a privilege and a legacy. Every student in this room was inspired by someone who came before them. My hope is that through projects like these, we can continue to be an inspiration to someone else. Congratulations to all of my fellow Alpha Delta Nu inductees. May we continue to lead with knowledge, serve with compassion, and plant seeds that will grow for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a lovely speech. Next, we will have Alexis Lopez, and she will be reading the symbols of nursing.
Okay. So the various nurse symbols have become well known throughout the history of healthcare, many of which are recognized by most people. These symbols include the caduceus, oil lamp, nurse uniform, nurse cap, and the nursing pin. Each symbol provides a distinct meaning and purpose for those working in the healthcare industry. The caduceus, the most common and recognized as the oldest symbol dedicated to this field, it is composed of a staff entangled by two serpents and at times with wings on top. This symbol is found often on uniforms and medical equipment. The RN caduceus originated with Hermes, the Greek god. Hermes is known as the herald of the gods, and his primary role was to act as a soul guide or conductor to direct souls into the afterlife. Next, we have the oil lamp. The oil lamp nursing symbol is incorporated in nursing uniforms to honor Florence Nightingale, who was dedicated to selfless in helping the victims of the Crimean War without minding about the race, color, origin, and religion. The lamp denotes nursing customs of devotion and selfless work. It has now become synonymous with compassion, reliability, and goodwill, all attributes significant to the practice of nursing. Next, the nurse uniform. The traditional uniform was composed of a blue dress, cap above, and a pinafore apron. It was a symbol of how dedicated the nurses were towards serving other people. It was meant to create a positive public impression and to enable patients to differentiate between the different kinds of staff in a hospital setting. The traditional nurse uniform was also derived from the habits of the caregivers of the early Christian community. Due to this, the nursing practice transitioned from religious to a secular one, although the mode of clothing was retained until the arrival of the nursing scrubs. Next, the nurse cap. There have been two kinds of nurse caps that were popularly used in the past: the long cap that covered all the nurse's head and the short cap that sits on top of the head. While the nurse cap helped in keeping the nurse's hair away from their faces and helped identify them as medical practitioners, they have since been stopped due to the consideration of a potential transmitter of diseases from hospitals. Nevertheless, it remains a significant nursing symbol. And then lastly, the nursing pin. This is a type of badge that is worn by nurses to denote the nursing school from which was attended and graduated from. Thank you.
Thank you for that information on the symbols of nursing. Now we come to the exciting part of our program, We're going to ask our inductees to come take their place on the stage, and I will ask for our advisors to come up to help with the awarding of pins and cords. So, do you want to call names, or do you want to do stuff? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to call names? Okay. All right. Okay. First, I'd like to call Emily Bueno. Okay. Madeline Flores. Alejandro Gutierrez. Stephanie Hernandez. Okay, Lance, go do some. Palomi Kmetz. Alexis Lopez. Raynetta Smith. Minerva Tillman. Yes.
Let me say what they've accomplished, having B's and A's throughout their whole nursing I salute them because I couldn't do it myself. It's just been outstanding, and they've been just a joy to work with.
Thank you. Okay. So our inductees asked for me to be their faculty speaker this evening. And it is a great honor to be here to speak this evening for these students who are being inducted into the Alpha Delta Nu Gamma Phi Chapter Honor Society. It is exciting to witness your success and see your dreams begin to blossom. It's important to remember those who supported you through your journey, who stand beside you as your new journey begins to unfold. And it's important to remember how we depend on all those here with us and on God to guide our footsteps as we care for His children, our future patients in the community. The future brings different challenges and requires innovation, creativity, imagination to address care and healing. This current group here has shown a lot of creativity and innovation and the way they prepared for their projects this spring with the middle school students and with the high school students. And it is true, they were planting seeds, as they said, with those who may not have considered nursing as a path for them to follow. Nursing begins as a whisper in our hearts that we hear and see in everyday events in our lives, and it is a drive to catch it. Nursing changes lives, perspective in the lives of those we serve. Nursing requires compassion, caring, communication, and change in everyday activities. Resilience is what nurses rely on to get through those events in which life disappears, long hours, and when it does not seem that we can make it to the end of the shift. It is crucial and essential that you develop a plan of self-care for yourself going forward, because you need to have a way of rejuvenating yourself, because the path you have chosen, if you just give and never take time to re-energize yourself, you will fall down that path of burning out and not be able to give anymore. Nurses see growth with the love of learning and change as technology can bring success or make things more challenging to utilize. New evidence brings change for better outcomes. It's important to use integrity when using technology. Remember, it is a tool to assist you. Remember to be present with your patients, peers, and family. You might miss a moment that you might need to remember. Your creativity is important as a leader. Sometimes you need to think outside the box. Nurses are leaders, even if they do not hold a position of authority. You model the role future nurses will be impacted by. We would not be here unless we can acknowledge and thank those who support us in our academic journey. So a big thank you to our family, our spouses, our friends who helped us achieve goals and dreams to be here this evening. I want to give the best of luck and tell you all to keep on learning, because as a nurse, your appetite to learn never fades. So remember, we're all here. It is a circle of life. We do plant seeds to grow so that those that we encounter, that we model what nurses look like, be present with our patients and our family, because it's just a moment, and sometimes those moments can leave us, and then we don't have anything to reach back to. So remember those who are here to help you to achieve your dreams. Remember that we're here to help all of our patients reach their dreams as well. I want to give a big thank you, and I wish a round of applause to our family that supported all of our students, and our students to give a round of applause to their family for supporting them to achieve their dreams this evening and be able to start this new journey that they're going to start in our community. So thank you very much. So this concludes our ceremony. I want to thank you all for being here to support our inductees this evening. We're very proud of them. They've accomplished a great deal, and their journey is just beginning. And so thank you very much, and the best of luck to all of you. Thank you for being here. Good night.